Shock Jocks. Opie and Anthony.
Shock Jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
Shock Jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
Shock Jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
Yeah, that's right. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. In studio, DL Hughley.
What's up, man?
We met DL down in Washington. You were taping your HBO special the same, the day before, I guess, or something like that?
Night after. Tell, and then myself, then DL. You know, always the brother last. What type of stuff is that? Give him the Sunday? Can we give him Sunday?
Sunday.
Brothers like Sundays, don't they? Yeah, it was cool, man. I had a really good time.
And DL walks into the studio. I'm like, oh, man, we played your appearance on Leno again. He's like, enough of that.
No, you know what it is? I don't, and I was just joking. I think people just need to light it. A joke's a joke. Well, you know what it is.
You don't have to tell us.
You could get suspended for actually having an opinion that's different than everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they send you to the shop like you, the defective robot. This is the bad robot.
Yeah,
he actually thinks differently than everybody else.
You have to be fixed.
Take the blue pill. Go back to the Matrix.
That's a great way to look at it,
man. And you just, and I don't even understand. How do you get fired suspended from a show where people pay to hear the stuff y'all do?
Well, we said. Yeah, we got suspended for 30 days. And,
right.
I mean, what happened to Imus almost happened to us, and all we're trying to do is entertain people.
Right.
And then
you got to do it the way.
And then you don't even get a chance to explain what happened that day, because all of a sudden they're running like a 10-second clip from the bid on
lawyers
CNN.
Jump in.
Don't tell, you know what? Don't tell me. I mean, I'm telling you, literally, I've been boycotted and picketed. And,
Didn't they protest you in Dallas or something?
In Dallas, man. But it was just like the weakest. It's three dudes.
But three dudes can have a lot of power. That's what we argue all the time. It's tell these special interest groups to shut up, and we're going to run our own company the way we want to.
But you know what the thing about it is, they can do that when you literally work for a corporation, so you're corporate shields. I mean,
sure.
I'm not, no disrespect.
Hey, none at all.
You're corporate whores.
That's not true. The comment was sponsored by Bud Light.
Brought to you by Bud Light.
But when
worth it.
When you boycott a comedian, I don't work for nobody.
Yeah, you're pretty much
more tickets.
independent contractor.
Right,
you can say whatever the hell you want. Who's going to protest you?
I'm not going to fire me.
Yeah.
I'm the last one.
I've decided to fire myself. You got to call a big press conference, get the podium, all the microphones. I've decided I am irresponsible.
Right.
I am firing myself.
I've had enough of my unintelligent comments, and I'm gonna
effective immediately.
Right. Oh,
How
man.
great would it be if you got in front of a bunch of press and started a boycott on yourself?
Right.
I'm going to announce a boycott.
Hey,
on
man.
me.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna do it.
Do
Hey,
it.
you know what? I
Do it.
promise.
I'm serious.
Hey, Red. Look, that's what I'm gonna boycott myself.
Boycott yourself.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
I'm gonna do it.
And they would be sitting there like, well, we got to run this on the news. It's DL
The
Hughley.
people that are boycott, I'm gonna boycott myself.
Yeah.
I gotta hurry up because I got a show to do. I'll boycott myself in between shows.
In between shows.
I'm gonna call the news
You got to
and
make
see
a
if
living.
they'll watch me boycott.
Yeah. Now, I got to ask you.
That's hilarious.
They
That's
will.
the first bit I'm gonna do.
Oh, the news will too. They're vultures.
Now, on radio, we already know we're not safe. Like, we're going to say something stupid, and we're just going to try to entertain somebody, and we're going to get in trouble again. But if
How
you're
does a grown man get in trouble?
But if you're a cartoon, or if you're doing the same type of material on a TV show or on a movie, it's fine. But radio, for some reason, we're the scums of society.
It's not just radio. It's music.
But
it's
the music, the rap thing is still
Radio's
going
just easy
strong.
to go after.
It really is not. And now that, you know what? I honestly, and I really respect anybody's right to disagree. I think it's arrogant to go, I don't like something, so I believe nobody should have the right to see it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what and that's just really, I don't, and people always, you're apologizing for Don Imus. Damn, Don, I don't know him. I never met him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm arguing for his right to say what he wants to say. That's all I'm saying. Because I am going to then say what I want to say.
That's
You had
right.
the best quote, too, about
That's
when
right.
they wanted you to apologize in Dallas. It was, I'm not going to apologize for making jokes about life as I see it.
Right.
And it's amazing, as comics, how they expect you to apologize, or you have to justify why you're laughing at something somebody said. It's disgusting.
I don't know the Dallas situation. What happened?
These
Can you say it, or?
Yeah, these ministers. And it's always,
And this was something you did in a comedy club?
Well, no, it was Jay Leno.
Okay.
Right, they took the clip from Jay Leno. They were upset that I made the joke.
Okay, it had something to do with that.
And then they didn't want, I was playing a performing arts center. and they didn't want me to play the Performing Arts Center. So they called, just like Caroline's got a call, and the guy asked them to pull a show.
No. Just because of what you said on Leno.
Yeah, but 3 months ago, like, what they getting this on teletype? Pony Express delivering this?
Special delivery message.
And then they said, you know, he called them. First off, I never call them hoes. But now they want to ban the word hoe, and I'll stop saying hoe when I stop seeing them. I know a few hoes. I really do. And I love hoes. I'm hoping to meet 3 or 4 tonight. What is, just because you stop saying hoe, they're going to stop? Like, what? Like,
It's going to disappear.
I mean, if 5 dudes claim to be your baby daddy at the same time, you a hoe. Let's move on. What is that all about?
You got to be politically correct. They're not hoes. They're girls who know the value of a dollar.
Right. I don't understand it, man. I don't.
Oh, man.
So it's very refreshing. He said, I ain't apologizing.
Right.
But it was a very eloquent way to put it because it was without anger. You know, I tend to react too angrily and I lose my point. And it's like, but that was a perfect way to put it. And the way you explained it on Leno was a perfect way to put it about look, this is the reality and this is what I want to say.
Well, you know what it is? When people that are different, like I've said whatever, I've been consistent. From the beginning. If you watch me 10 years ago, I have the same point. John Rocker said something 10, 15 years ago on Kings of Comedy. I said he had the right to say it. This ain't new for me. I'm not a new guy who just all of a sudden, I've always felt like when Michael Richards said what he said, I didn't like it. He had the right to say it. I know if I say that word, if you call me a nigga and I know I ain't one, then why am I going to... How do you call somebody a hoe in Chicago and a woman in Florida get mad? What is it? Is it a hoe hotline? What is it? I mean,
they're all connected. You know that.
I don't understand. And I get that.
They're all sisters. They're all sisters, man. They're sticking up for each other no matter what.
I get that some of the things that people say, but I am a nightclub act. That's
right.
What people come out at night with drinks and nachos to hear me say some of the most vile shit you could say.
Right.
That's what they pay me for.
Right.
And I'm supposed to pretend like I don't say that? What committee on decency? Like even if you tell me about Don Imus, how does taking the show off the air that we didn't even know was on help us?
Yeah, I really don't think I don't think any of the Rutgers team was listening to Don Imus. They probably wouldn't have known about any of that if people that told them, "Hey, look, you better be affected by this."
And here's my thing. Anybody has the right to argue about my point. Anybody has the right to say, I don't like that. And that, you have the power to come see me or not see me. But if I got a microphone, I'm going to say what the fuck I believe, not what you want me to believe. That's it.
Why not?
I'm not going to let some dude that I don't even know tell me what I believe is decent. You don't know my experiences. I'd love to have Bill Cosby's career or Sinbad's career. I just don't see the world the way they do.
Bill Cosby more than Sinbad.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but I'm still
Stop with Bill Cosby.
That was a great guy.
Sinbad up until 95.
But it's just like I don't get it, and it's just like then you do stuff that I don't understand. Like even if and I said this bit on my HBO special. I don't understand. We have real problems in our community, and if you're going to be a civil rights activist, you have to address the stuff that really goes on. 1 in 3 black people in this country can't read. 93% of black people in this country killed by other black people. There are more black men in jail than in college. You worry about what Imus says? But I guess that makes sense because apparently that was the one white man that was holding us back. It was
Right.
Now that he's gone, Jubilee.
All those problems are going to be solved.
But it's easy though. That's the easy stuff.
It's the easy target and stuff, and I don't know why it just annoys the crap out of me that you can't get a black leader that addresses those issues seriously and gets to the point publicly where they're like up there and as well known as Al Sharpton is.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to lead anybody. I don't want to change anybody's life. I'm going to just keep doing what I do. Like I don't think what I do is important. I don't think what I do matters. I don't care. I'm not I'm not standing on a podium saying like they have a tendency to kind of say since I said it, it's reflective of a view I have of the whole. No, man. Here's the thing. I came from a nappy head mama, and I'm a nappy head daddy, and I got nappy head kids. I can't make a comment.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
I can't weigh in on this issue. It's just to me that. But if I will sit and say the same thing on Tom Joyner's show. I'll sit and say it on, BET. I got a show on BET. But if I say it in front of white dudes, if I say have the exact same conversation in front of white dudes, then I'm saying something crazy. I'm going to be whoever I am. I said what I said on Jay Leno. I said it on BET. I'll say it on HBO. It don't make me a difference where I said. I'm going to be who I am regardless of who's around me.
It seems that like a lot of times black guys, if you disagree a certain way, there's a whole other racial angle from other black people. Like white guys or white people, if we say something, conservatives will come after us or liberals will come after us. But it's almost like with black guys, you have the other angle of, hey, you're kind of disagreeing publicly. Or you're saying something publicly in front of white people.
Well, I don't get the. I don't. You know what? All I can say is this. I don't get the memo. They didn't give me the memo. I never get the email that says what the part. Like I watch people get offended when Barack Obama got called articulate. like, you can't call him. You can't say the N word. Can't say articulate. You can't say nothing. White people are going, what can we call these people that'll make them happy?
Like, some newscasters are like, he is very well spoken.
Right.
And it's like, well, what does that mean?
Right. Yeah. What are you getting at with that comment?
Right.
We're losing our minds in this country.
And you know what it is? I was doing a show, and this Asian dude, I said Oriental, and he hopped up and said, I'm not Oriental. I said, man, how do I know?
Right.
All I know is y'all all run from Godzilla the same way. That's all the hell I know. I don't know.
Orientals is stuff.
Right. I don't.
Yeah, that's from and for years it was Oriental guy,
Right.
And then it changed and went from Oriental is a thing.
Right.
It's like an Oriental rug or something like that.
Right.
We are Asian.
I didn't
get
like
the memo.
I didn't know.
No one
really
told me.
care.
Right. No memo came in.
Right.
I didn't get that.
But I thought you guys were supposed to be on subscription radio. So that you can say.
Well, that's that's on 9 o'clock. That's
9 o'clock. You curse.
We're still on regular.
We're on both
FM
right.
radio.
We're on both right now.
That's all right. We're on regular till 9, and then we're on also on
Super unleaded.
Yeah.
Oh, then it becomes
I gotta stay till 9. Damn it! I gotta get on there.
Oh yeah, believe
this
me.
is like the White Def Jam. I'm into this.
Yeah, once 9 hits, all bets are off. But it got to the point because we work for, like you said, a corporation that you have to adhere to their rules, and it really isn't a freedom of speech issue because it's a freedom of whatever the hell the corporate ties want you to say or not say based on advertisers and stuff like that. But you have a mic, you get up on stage. Why the hell can't you say whatever you want?
Whatever. Here's the thing. Ultimately, it is the public that will decide what they'll tolerate from me.
Yep.
Right? It'll be the public. But people, and Jim, you've seen me. I talk about every single issue. I'm like, I talk about as many social issues as any comic I know. Mm-hmm. Like war, peace, the stem cell. I'll talk about anything. So they'll take one small thing that I said, and that will indict the whole thing. And I'm just saying this. I really personally don't believe. I believe freedom of speech is kind of a zero-sum proposition. I believe if I'm going to be able to say something, I can then I'd be hypocritical if I denied anybody else the right to say it. Like that's my whole.
There's common sense in when you say things and when you don't say things. There's basic common sense that will keep you from getting your ass beat.
Right.
That's for sure.
Right.
But especially in comedy, because comedy, there should be no limits, man, none. If you could make fun and make people laugh out of some heinous crap, you should be able to do it. That's a talent.
Right.
That is a genuine talent. If people aren't laughing, like you said, the public will decide and go, I saw that guy. He's just an ass. He's not funny.
You're not
I didn't
going to go
like
back
him.
to see him next time he's in town.
Or maybe some people see him, some people won't. But comedy is then put under this microscope for some reason of late, where even that is being treated, like I said, like National Public Radio.
Right.
Like this show is being treated with the same rules as NPR is.
Right.
Now, so if some guy on NPR gets up there and starts talking about
but
bitches,
only 4 people listen.
4 people listening, and using the N word or whichever one you want to choose from. Now, there's a few N words we're not allowed to use. Then we're going to get in trouble. But comedy,
I just don't like to hear grown men
say the N-word,
saying they're going to get in trouble.
Yeah. In trouble. You're right.
Like I'm not a kid. How's my father gonna come down there and take the keys away? What, I'm gonna get a whooping or something?
Remember when you were a kid and getting older meant you weren't gonna get in trouble anymore.
That's what you get grown for.
Right. That's what you grew up for.
What you want.
That's what you took those beatings on your ass from your father. It was so you could grow up and not get beat anymore and get in trouble.
Here's my whole thing. It's just a matter of common sense. now in New York they want to pass a bill that says you can't say the N-word.
Right.
Which, okay.
Well, they buried in Detroit.
But if you took a list of the problems that are in our communities, the N-word would be about 350th.
Oh.
How about this? Now the N-word, I don't know personally if it ever killed anybody, but pork chops and not exercising do. You know what I'm saying? They do.
That's going to creep up on you eventually.
You eat enough pork and sit still, and that's the deal. What tends to happen is that you can't say, hey, you know what? We're overweight. We don't do this. We don't do that. Then you're wrong.
Sure.
But you can make a symbolic gesture like killing the N-word. And the same day that you were symbolically burying the N-word, probably 4 brothers in Detroit really got buried because of violence.
Yeah.
So it's just dumb to me. And I don't pretend to know anything like that.
We were amazed that the mayor of Detroit went with that whole bit. Like actually burying the N-word in a pine box at a funeral.
You know something?
It's kind of hard for the mayor to not show up, though. The mayor kind of has to show up for that. The mayor can't go, oh, that's silly. Keep it alive.
We ain't talking about Vermont.
How about
Vermont wouldn't show up for that? But
it was just so silly to us.
How about you show up at other funerals, gang-related killing funerals, and speak out against that? That's a little more something to grab onto.
But that's real.
Than this symbolic thing.
But that's real. You can't have. We don't really want. But just like in this, that is symptomatic of the whole country. We don't really want to do anything. We just want to give symbolic gestures. Like after 9/11, remember they had the National Guard standing around.
Oh yeah.
They didn't want to change anything. They just want people to think that they
feel better about it.
And that's just it. So our job is as a comedian, and you want to keep pounding this ad nauseum. I'm not trying to change people's perceptions. I'm not trying to get a rallying group together. I'm not trying to get people to follow me. I don't want to change the world. I want to laugh at it.
Yeah.
I want it to stay just as vile and sick as it is, or I won't have any material.
Exactly.
We're losing the battle, though. Something's got to change.
Yep.
You're right. So if everything is great and everybody's getting along and there's racial harmony, you're on stage, you're going to go, hello.
Right.
Drinks.
Everyone's out having fun.
Life sucks when everything is great.
They wouldn't even be at the comedy clubs. They'd be enjoying their lives.
Right.
Not just sitting there drinking like fish, saying, please, someone else, make me laugh. Everyone I know can't do it.
And Jim will tell you, as the harder stuff gets, the more depressed people are, the meaner the world gets, the better comedy does.
Absolutely. And again, as long as you're not trying to change people's lives, it's like, no, we're not that arrogant. We just want to make you laugh at it.
Right.
I'm not pompous enough to think that I have a tremendous influence.
Some of the best comics came out of some of the worst times, man. Look at the 60s, Vietnam, all the talk about
Vietnam.
That's
what people don't understand.
Right.
This is our time, and I say that all the time. This is our kind of. There haven't been this kind of political and social upheaval since the 60s,
and a division of the country. Like, people are so divided on party lines and as far as the war goes. So there is this turmoil going on that comedians feed off of. But people are seeing it as this political incorrectness that needs to be thrown under a carpet somewhere.
Right.
No.
I'm your illegitimate child. You don't want to.
Yeah, please go. Here's a couple of bucks. Get out of here.
Don't ever call me daddy.
Yeah.
But it's just, and I think that it is. Comedians, and I say this all the time, I like mirrors, and generally mirrors show you a lot of things you don't want to see. Mm-hmm. And that is what we're reflective of society. I didn't come from a foreign planet. I'm from this earth. I ain't from a vacuum. I've seen the same things you have. I've watched the same things you do. But I have a different experience. If I had the same kind of take that you did, I'd be the banker that's driving to work wanting to kill himself right now. I'd be the guy who's going to a job. I love my job because I get the art. As somebody said this to me, Michael Dyson said this to me, and he said that art, and I consider comedy the highest form of art, makes you uncomfortable. Makes you, it's non-conforming. You're not supposed to sit down and go, wow, that really soothes me. If you want to be soothed, get some fish. I'm not here to I'm here to tell you, like, I'm not here to get a cat, a parakeet. I'm not that.
You want people questioning themselves, like, I can't believe I'm laughing at this. What is wrong with me?
He's absolutely right about the uncomfortable thing and stuff. Like, there have been movies I've watched, good movies. Sit there, watch them, they're done. You just don't even think about them again.
Right.
If there's a movie that, like, all of a sudden the credits start rolling and you're like, they better not start rolling the credits. Right. What the hell? You're not finished. This movie isn't done yet. Right. And it gets you so pissed. Like, I'm sitting there with my chick discussing it an hour later going, What happened with this? Why did they do this? Because it's different than everything else. It left you feeling like you needed something more. It made you uncomfortable. I was pissed when I was done. Sometimes it makes you more alive. It makes you discuss more. It makes you feel like you're in it.
People never really seem to get this, but the simplest things. To be different, all you got to be is who you are. To be different, all you got to do is be. All I'm trying to do, honestly, is be who I am. I don't want to ask for permission. I refuse to ask for permission to be what I'm supposed to do. Well, this might be funny. I should pass it by the decency committee to see if they're gonna approve this. And I hope they get back to me.
You're hurting us
because I got a show at 7:00.
You're hurting us because we have that committee. It's called corporate lawyers.
Funny people never make the determinations. It's never
right.
It's not like people who run comedy or who are in charge of it are funny.
Right.
They're nerds. They've never been funny in their lives, so they're making determinations on what's appropriate.
We don't walk into the lawyer's office and he sits there, squeezes something, and his tie pops up, and he's just having a blast. He squirts us with a carnation and tells us we can do any bit we want.
Oh, he's awful.
It never happens. Those lawyers are nothing but granite.
They're just cadavers.
They are.
Body smoke.
Dead.
Shake our hand.
A little party zapper. Wouldn't that be funny? Sit down. Whoopee cushion.
You know what makes us the most uncomfortable is sex, race. Like sex, you'll always hear about some right-wing Republican who was like he's some right-wing nut job who was pro-family and against this, and you'll find out he's screwing hookers.
Yeah. Or maybe
boys,
something's on his computer and
Mark Foley, that Republican, that naughty boy that Mark Foley was.
You're a naughty boy.
Bill O'Reilly and his trouble that we all...
Yeah. Bill O'Reilly swept that under the carpet with a little settlement.
And now he's wearing a wedding ring. You see that?
Yeah. Well, he's a family guy. Come on. Give me a break. It's hypocrisy,
and
man.
His sister used to come to the office with a Little League chest protector on. I don't understand him. And I'm not... the greatest thing about what I get to do is I don't ever take myself seriously. I don't ever believe that what I'm saying is important, and I never believe I'm as good as I think I am, or I never believe I'm as bad as they say I am. I believe that if you don't like what I'm saying, you won't come see me, and if you do, you will, and I'm not gonna kiss your ass either way. If you don't, fuck you. I mean,
hey.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that was for the 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right.
By the way,
I don't want that. So that
actually got
I ain't got the $200,000.
It got through on XM. Do you have to get out of here?
No, man, I'm staying.
Oh, someone said you have to leave at 8:25.
I don't work for nobody.
I'm not kidding. I got to know. You have
It's him. He's the guy.
DL has to leave at 8:30.
Wait, I have to protest me.
Yeah, he's protesting. He's got to pick
Hey, Red, I gotta.
I know what that was your out. Just in case it wasn't going well. Look, guys, I got to be out at 8:30.
Wait, what? Does he have more press?
No, he's right here.
No, I know. Why am I asking
He's
Eric?
the guy.
Eric,
No, I'm saying
I gotta talk to me. Hang on.
Yeah, he's going to have a meeting with himself.
Greg's just creepy. He just brings people around.
Hey, Jim, so I want y'all to get somebody to come cover me, protest myself for the camera.
that would be hilarious.
You know what would be funny
really
is if
should
you
do that.
had like a wig on and nobody recognized you and you were out doing a thing and I think
And they
would have to
question
laugh.
you.
All right, we got to take a quick break. Why are you marching in?
He does have to leave.
Why?
You really have to leave?
Says who?
He doesn't even know this.
DL doesn't want to leave.
I'm not leaving.
Says Greg.
Wait, well, get Greg in here.
Greg.
Let's get to the bottom
Well, let's
of
see
this.
what-
This is what we
obviously-
do with our show.
obviously-
E-Rock, what do you know?
And maybe something else live.
You know more than DL Hughley
What does
himself.
E-Rock know?
What?
All right, this will be a tidy 2 seconds.
Greg Charles told us that he had to leave at 8:30. He has some.
Hey, man, look at that. Look at. It's always somebody telling somebody what to do. He's got to. It's got to happen. Why?
gotta go.
I don't know, because it has to. But nobody can ever tell you why anything has to happen. Just,
No, it just has to.
I'm
We
thinking
get
you have to be on
things.
TV or something.
Oh, no.
I'm thinking TV for, yeah.
Now let's watch it funny if he comes in. Well, DL has Good Morning America in 15 minutes. You know what? That was a good point. I should be out of here.
Yeah, I should be gone.
Here comes Greg Charles.
Greg Charles.
All right, why does
say
DL
Greg.
Hughley have to leave?
Yeah, we saw him in a suit the other day. He's like, I had to go to a meeting.
I did. I got dragged. First of all, nothing says I didn't shower like a collared shirt and a baseball hat.
Why does he have to leave?
We actually had him scheduled to do something else down the block.
What?
Hot 97.
Oh.
Oh, you said it on the air, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh, boy. See,
Well,
now
if you want to hear DL, a little more of DL, tune over to Hot 97.
See, we'll even plug your appearance on Hot 97.
Sorry.
Now look at DL.
Well, in fairness, we did ask. Craig doesn't know. He's a sweet boy.
Right.
We did ask him, and he didn't want to come in and lie.
All right.
Yeah, I would never lie.
I mean, granted, that was a debacle what you just did.
I wanted to be honest. And they were asking.
And it does take a little while to put your Kevlar on before you head over.
How about this? We're going to break. DL might be here when we get back. He might not. But he's
If we can talk to the man.
Right. He's definitely playing Caroline's all weekend long. I can't wait to see it, DL. I'm going to be there. 212-757-4100.
Yes, sir. And it's tonight, 2 shows. Tomorrow, Saturday, there's 3 shows. And Sunday, 8 o'clock, there's 1 show. Obviously, DL's a theater act, so these will all sell out because usually don't do clubs, usually do theaters.
But I love Caroline's, and I can't wait.
Right on.
I'm coming to pick at me, so.
All right.
And DL, real quick, also promoting on BET, SOB, Socially Offensive Behavior, premieres a week from Wednesday on July 25th. At 10 o'clock p.m. and it's Wednesday nights after that. And
Thanks, man.
I love the way you look at comedy and the way you look at yourself.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's great.
Thank you.
I don't get BET.
Why?
The ghost of my father comes in and shuts it off. What the hell are you doing?
What kind of music is that?
Knock that off.
And did we say watch him on HBO in September?
Yes, September 29th.
I heard his special was unbelievable. So.
Hopefully, we will be able to talk to him before.
Yeah, come on back, because I know you're leaving us.
Yeah. No, I'm going to stay.
It'll be a nice surprise.